What up? What up? What up? Back again, Mo Trappin podcast.
Back in the building again, man. Vaughn, we did it again, man.
Give me 1 second over here. Let me get the Instagram popping.
Yeah, I got to get mine up too.
See who we got in here, man. Get the Instagram popping.
Get my stuff popping real
We
quick.
over here tripping off. We over here tripping off some behind the scenes. It's about to crazy, man. What's up, everybody? Though, man.
Hopefully everybody
Yeah.
good. Y'all had some successful days, but I know it's cold wherever you at. I know y'all
Hey,
felt that cold come down. I know
yeah,
you felt it.
we got a good topic tonight too. Why you need to do what it do when it get cold like this? Cause man, it ain't playing. It's 26 right now where I'm at.
I think we still in about. I think we in the 20s too. We definitely in the
Razor,
20s.
Razor, what up with it, man? See, you got that name changed on her. I see you
Yeah,
yesterday.
sure
Yeah.
do.
You know what I'm saying? What up, Dirt? Last month, hey, you right. Last month, man. This is the last month of 2025.
It
What up,
is, man.
everybody? Hold on. I'm gonna drop the link to the YouTube channel so everybody on Instagram can come over to the YouTube. What
It's
up, Smurf?
last of the Mohican. What up, Smurfy? And every week. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support, fam.
Hey, this year done flew by, man. I'm talking about like feel like I clicked on a light switch or something. That's how quick
Bro,
it
it
feel like it
it
don't went by.
it went by so quick, bro. Cause like I've been clipping all year, bro, and I'm looking at all these 2,000 plus clips I done put up. I'm like, man, this year went by so quick. For me to upload that many reels, bro, I'm up to
Man,
2,000 something I
nah,
done put up this
you
year.
got
That's
busy, man. That's what you got busy. You doing? Hey, that's what you supposed to do. Hey,
yeah,
I'm putting a podcast. I dropped the link, man, to the YouTube on there. Yeah, you getting busy, man, for real. What up, Will?
definitely. Hey, what up, Big Will, dude? Hey, man, we on the podcast. This behind the
Hey,
scenes right now with
we,
y'all hearing.
hey, hey, man. Look, y'all go follow Will on Instagram and figure out how to get you some leaf jobs because the man's going
Yeah,
crazy right now.
yeah, Will going nuts up there.
Not-
Will told everybody the leaf season. That's his
yeah.
aerating seed. That's his everything, bro. The leaf season, he picks it up.
Hey, when I say the man has been like a 30-day run, leaf run, hey, the boy been 30 days. I mean, I seen post, man, yard after yard, and I'm talking about nice size yards too.
Yeah, with leaves,
Leaf
bro.
job. Nah,
Exactly.
you gotta call them leaf removals. Ooh, you got 57 inches of snow an hour away from you. What up, Willie? Man,
57 inches of snow. He up into them that lake effect stuff.
man, that's
Oh, that's
yeah, yeah,
crucial. I was had
yeah.
somebody on my line the other day, bro. I was complaining about 20s and 30s. Man, that joker told me it was 5 degrees up in Minnesota. He said, man, I said, man, let me shut up. Let me go and
Hey,
shut my
yeah.
mouth, man.
Everybody on Instagram, if you look up a little bit, I got the link to the YouTube channel. I'll be on here for about 1 more minute, and I'm gonna have everybody on YouTube.
Yeah, y'all come on over to YouTube. I pinned it at the bottom when I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to my podcast member, man. We got the
DS,
screens
what up,
up right
DS?
now. Y'all come on over. You ain't doing nothing. Go to YouTube, man. I got the link right there at the bottom. Go on and
Stripe leader.
research it.
Stripe
Put
leader.
in Mo
That's Will
Trappin,
right
and it's
there.
gonna pop up.
That's Will right there, the stripe leader.
Yeah, y'all
Go check
definitely
him
y'all
out.
go follow Will, man. That's my brother, man. Will good. That's a good solid
What up,
dude right
country
there.
boy Malone? What up? Hey, I'm gonna drop this link one more time on the IG, y'all, and then I'm out so we can get it started.
And we got to get this show started.
Yes, it's a cold night tonight, man.
Oh, it's cold, bro.
Hopefully we get some. I know ain't nobody been mowing today around my way, so hopefully we get some people up in here tonight, man. 'Cause, hey, it's been icy. I just came back from get my son for wrestling practice. Man, I'm talking about cold as I don't know what. Got out there, man. He told me, he said, "Hey, Daddy," he said, Yeni had to come out here. I'm gonna ride home with my boy, and he gonna take me home. We gonna schedule extra practice." I said, "Man, listen, man, call me next time." I said, "Man, it's all good, but call me next time, man. It's cold, man."
Show lives, man.
On
All right,
the
IG, I'm finna come on up off here, man. Y'all go over there. That's where we
Oh,
at with it.
yep, come on over. Yep. Come on over. We back in here, Mo Trappin podcast. Boots on the ground. Hey, boots on the ground. I've been paying attention to you put up them Christmas lights. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying right there.
that's what
He
Bone just told me. He just
hey, we
told me,
was
baby,
just
seeing people Christmas lights going nuts right now, man.
hey, Christmas lights around my way. I've seen the most companies put up Christmas lights this year that I've ever seen. I'll be out here, I'll be riding. I don't see a lot of it. I've been seeing it this year, man. Trucks pulled over, guys on the bottom of the ladder, guys on the roof getting them Christmas lights up. Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
cold, but yeah, you got some warm pockets with that money though.
Yeah, you sure
Oh,
do.
look at the comment, man. Hey, start paying attention to them Christmas lights.
Hey man, made 10K today, man. Stop playing with
What?
that man, boots
Yeah.
on the ground. Hey man,
Hey,
we can't
Merry
even let
Christmas,
nobody
man.
play you, boots on the ground. Stop playing with that man.
Man. Hey, Christmas lights in the building. But we in here again, Mo Trappin Podcast. Another week, a cold week. Boneyard Lawn Service solo operator in Kentucky, a little small town in Paducah. 5 years. I love to say 5 years now, man. It feels so good. I'll be patting myself on the back, man, because I never in my life thought I'd be mowing grass and trying to make this cash. But man, I've been out here 5 years now, solo operating out of here in small town in Kentucky.
Man, y'all know what it is with me, man. John Crawley, one man, one more landscaping. I am that guy, self-made. Nashville, Tennessee, out of all cities. Definitely doing my thing. I'm in my 14th year, finna get ready to hit in the year 15. Can't believe I've been in the game that long, but just a little consistency. Just be consistent, man. Them years are gonna run by fast. I got three guys that hit me. One guy, he's predominantly right now. My mom run my books and I got my sister over this my business counsel. So we a strong team right now, man. Make sure we can
Hey, you got
try to take this
tentacles.
thing to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah,
like,
you got tentacles with it, man.
yeah, definitely got to, bro. You need help, bro. Like sooner or later,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
There's
Nah,
only so
nah,
much you can make on your own,
nah.
or so much you
I've
can
been
do.
taking notes. I've been taking
Because,
notes
cause
all
bro,
year.
you gonna fall down. You will fall. I'm telling you, cause some gonna come up short, man. Cause like if you don't get help, there's only so much you can do within 24 hours. I mentioned this last week, man. We do not work avatar hour days. You know what I'm saying? What up, two top loves? I recognize your face. So yeah, man, like it's crazy, Bone, man, how things is transpiring, bro. And it wasn't this cold last year, Bone. It was not this
Yeah.
cold last year. I don't remember. Do you remember last year?
I got a couple videos on my phone. It wasn't this cold last year. I remember it got real cold it was about 3, 4 days before Christmas. It got real cold. I remember
Yeah,
that. I got some
yeah,
videos. I think I wasn't doing much work, but I do got a video. I did some work right before, about a week before Christmas. I remember I did some work, and right after that, it got cold. I had a commercial account last year that I had to work on around this time. But
yeah, man. But what you had going on? What you had going on this week, Bone? What you been on?
man, this week, man, Thanksgiving. We know Thanksgiving was last week,
Yeah,
so I didn't really do too much. I think I did one job, man, and me and my little girl was together 2 days. Just me and her chilled out, and man, I just been sitting back. All I do this time of the year, man, I read. I get to studying books. I get to read. I get to taking notes. I'm watching what everybody's doing, and I'm trying to figure out a way to, take the meat, spit out the bones, to figure out what I could put in my business for next year. Because it's
that's
the
smart.
time right now, man, that I sit down, man, and you gotta start whipping. You gotta feel it out. Okay, this year this didn't work for me. Okay, let me throw out this. This year this worked for me. Let me double down on this. Let me watch somebody like Crawley to where okay, he got a couple people on his books and stuff. He got a couple dudes on the truck. What can I do to make my days easier? It's just a whole lot of that right now. It's like basically I'm in the huddle right now, like the football
Yeah,
team, get ready to make the plays when the spring come back in. So that's what's been going on with me this week, man. I just been chilling, man. I got a couple jobs coming up, but other than that, man, I've been chilling and trying to figure out how to get ready for this 2025.
man. That's the best way to be. Me on my end, bro. I remember I told you last week, man. I didn't want no confusion when I came through on that last run that they were gonna give me the
I
lawn care amount of
believe.
money. Yes.
Yeah,
So last week was the pause week. You know what I'm saying? I paused,
yeah,
bro. I haven't probably got out and worked in like 4 or 5 days, really. You know what I'm saying? Because it
yeah,
was cold. I want to make sure there wasn't no confusion, bro. I just been
Yeah.
chilling, trying to work on my schedule, and I went over and helped my mama sit down, and we caught up all the billing. We done
Look,
released all the billing for people who done
yeah.
owed me for like last month before, 2 months ago, and we
Uh-huh.
launching them. And then on the
Yeah.
other end, we got the some paperwork that made it to my council because they thought it was sweet bone, like they wasn't gonna pay me.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I hate it for them. Bone, I
Yeah,
really hate
man.
this part. I'm gonna be able to talk
But it
about it
ain't nothing
next year.
personal though. It ain't nothing
I'm
personal.
it
It's
ain't it's
business.
just business, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna be able to have some real conversation on how that look when you have to sue a couple of your clients that think that
Yeah.
they weren't gonna pay you when you showed up and did the work. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Because a
I'm
lot of
gonna
people, you
tell
know what
you.
I'm saying, like they feel like they like you a lawn care guy. They treat us like we bottom of the barrel, man, and I don't like it. So I'm
Yeah.
establishing that this year you will get sued if you don't come on with them duckies. And I got all the proof. You just got to be able to prove it. You got the pictures, the before, after. I clip up everything I do. I have the proof. They done acknowledged the debt several times, but for some strange reason, bone the money didn't come in. So
Yeah.
we got to come to a coming to Jesus
And then
meeting.
communication, man. You gotta, break it down to communication.
Yeah.
Because some people, it's understanding when some people tell you what they got going on, explain it to you, versus somebody who just
Nothing.
the text don't get they go unread, the
Crickets.
phone calls go unanswered. That's a
Crickets.
difference. You know what I'm saying? If somebody like, hey
Crickets.
man, I got this and that going on, man. Then you like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Because
I'm
I've
gonna
had
work
it happen
with you.
before. I mean, I've had customers sometime I thought was gonna be my worst customers, man, and they turned out to be some of my best customers. And it all
Yeah.
came down to communication.
Communicating
A
with them,
lot of
bro.
it came
Like,
down to just straight communication, man.
yeah,
You
but
know,
I know a lot of people, man, because like it's a representation of how they do in their life, on how they communicate. 'Cause a lot of people really they don't take care of things, bone, until it gets cut off, until the
yeah,
services gets cut off. Then they're forced to have to take care of it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
during this season, they got 2 or 3 months to try to skate back because they don't need you right now. And that's the part you really have to pay attention to when it gets close to the end of the season. You gotta make sure you don't rake in everything you got sitting out there.
It
Because
get
if you
dangerous at
don't,
the end of the season.
you'll get put on the back burner, bro, and they'll make you wait until spring, and they're like, "Oh my bad, I forgot I owed you." Then you have to wait 4 or 5 months, and you needed that to get through the winter. Bro,
or
I remember 2 years ago, bro, like I needed all of that money to help me make it through winter, bro, and it was crickets, man.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you it's crazy because the past two winters, man, this winter too, man, it was just I had a bunch of stuff at the beginning of the year. At the end of the year, I didn't catch up. I didn't get to catch up on it, and
Yeah,
I look at it was me, but also it was I didn't have the proper price when it came down to them customers, and I had
that
them customers like, man, they was running off, man, like we always talk about before on her. Uh, man, my numbers was low and my price and my customers would still run off. So I couldn't understand it, but it
yeah,
is what
yeah.
it is, man.
Now it is
2020.
what it is. You got to go through the weeds before you find the good grass, man. That's just when anything you do.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
yeah,
once you find the good grass, bro, like make sure you take care of them clients, man, because they paying for you to take care of them, and they gonna be the ones to help you sustain yourself during these moments like this. Because I done heard a lot of guys, bone, they gotta go get jobs right now
yeah.
because you know what I'm saying they didn't really set up things properly during the
I,
season,
hey,
or they muffed it. And ain't no wrong with
I
that, bro.
went
It
back.
happens.
Yeah, I went back to work for 2 months last year, man. My truck was out of commission, and I had to get back to make sure I was got back and running for spring. So I went and worked 60 days, man, and saved every check and got
Yeah,
right back up
bro.
for spring. Had every-
Elaborate with them people what you was doing, man. Because a lot of people don't know what you was doing.
Yeah,
Like I know, but let the people know
man, let me tell you. Yeah,
what
yeah.
you were
It was.
doing.
Let me tell you. Now we talk about cold. This is like outside right now. Like I could take my jacket off. I mean, yeah, and go chill right now compared to what I was doing last winter. Because last winter, man, I went and worked on a boat dock for 2 months, and man, we was out there some days, man. It was -5, but the wind chill was like -17, 16. You know what I'm saying? But man, I went like I say for 2 months. I worked there. But the thing is, man, I wasn't really messed up about it though, because
Yeah.
I actually learned a lot with the guys I was around, and it actually helped me understand for real why I am in business. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's crazy because a lot of those guys, when I would be talking to them, and I didn't want to tell nobody at first what I was doing with lawn service. When I was talking to a lot of them, they was like, "Man, you actually make more than us."
Yeah.
So it was crazy. I'm talking, but I was getting this, man, 9 out of 10 guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody looked down on it. A lot of guys that was actually working there, they was trying to figure out how they could start side hustles. And I mean, they was making good money. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you
So
motivated them. You was like
yeah,
really slick
yeah,
motivating them
couple of them I
because
did.
they knew once the season come in, you was out. And you can do it like that. Just think about people who just been working 9 to 5 all their life, bone. And you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
They see somebody coming through that doesn't establish some on the outside.
Nah,
You
trust
immediately get put on a different, and then when they see you leaving, because
me.
people normally don't leave the 9
Yeah,
to 5 when
no,
they
you
that
just
locked
said it.
in. They
That's
don't
a
leave,
real
bro.
statement.
You know what I'm saying? That takes some real confidence within yourself to trust
Yeah.
and just jump off the porch, as we say in other categories. You gotta jump off the porch, man.
Let me tell you, man, it's crazy. When I was there, now I'm gonna tell you why there ain't nothing wrong with a job. So when I was there, the guy who was my supervisor, cool dude, man, named Larry, man, cool as I don't know what, but man, he had been there since he was 18 years old. He was, I think, 37 now.
20 years in.
So, but this the thing, Larry had he wasn't $1 million liquid, but he was worth $1 million. And he
I
told
can
me, he
see
said,
that.
man, he said, I've been here for since I was 18 years old. And man, some days, dog, they going like 60 days straight, 61 days straight. Man, I was there. I think I did longest I did like 23-12 straight. You know what I'm
God,
saying? But look, he doing like 65 of them, 63 of them. But he
65.
say he been doing this since he was 18 years old.
He
So we was
programmed.
talking, we was talking one day, and he had my number in his phone. So when he had my number in his phone, my Instagram and stuff started popping up. So he
Yeah.
pulled me to the side one day. He said, "Man, your stuff been popping up on my phone, man." He's like, "That shit nice." I was
Yeah.
like, he's like, "Man, I like it." He was like, "Man, you know what's crazy, man?" He was like, "You got me feeling bad that I've been working here this long and I don't get to live life." He said, "Man," he said, "Don't you know him and his wife, they grow all their own food. He raises his own chickens. They can all their own, man, they do. He got his own farm. He also got his own shed and stuff where he works on his cars and stuff. He built him a
Okay.
nice garage and stuff."
Okay.
But he said, "Man, I don't get no time to be at none of that." He said, "I'm constantly here." He said, "I don't get to go to church." He said, "I don't get to see
Don't
my
get
kids a lot."
don't
You know
get
what
to
I'm saying?
enjoy itself.
He said, "I'm doing 12s." He said, "By the time I get off, I go home. If the kids got something going on, man, I'm so tired. I'm half in it, halfway out of it. I'm going right back to sleep and back at work." Because
Yeah.
he was a supervisor, so actually he's doing more than 12s. He was actually working like 14s a day, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
I salute
crazy.
the dude, 'cause, like,
Man,
I
they
don't
give
see.
they give me horror stories, man, bro. Cause like I
Yeah,
know, like
man.
it's like I have an uncle, like he used to work like it, bro. Like he worked like at a where they work on airplane wings and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And well, like he used to just work. That's how. And my mom used to work a lot too. So I had the work ethic in me to where like I went in the workforce the same way, knowing I had to
yeah.
get some overtime in to just be able to make some extra money coming in
Uh-huh.
because that's what I saw. I didn't
Yeah,
have a business owner like how me and you. We are like literally changing the whole dynamics of our family because
yeah,
the younger ones gonna be able to consult with us. Look, my uncle, my relative, he a business owner. That's gonna kind of help them know that they can actually reach it. I didn't have none of that,
yeah.
bro. There was no business owners in my family like that to
Exactly.
where I can holler at them like, look, and so they can point at me and let me know, look, just keep going, figure it out, just keep going, don't ever quit. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's the whole game.
Yeah,
Consistency is everything. Bro, we
yeah,
are
man.
like beating them, we beating the dough down when it comes to
Yeah.
that avenue, man. And that's life changing for real.
But
Somebody gotta
man,
do it.
but don't feel bad, man, if y'all gotta go back out here and work. You know what I'm saying? Because I know content creators. I know a couple of them. They do lawn care and then they work in the off season. And they've been doing it
Yeah.
for years. And they tell you, man, when the off season hit, this is what I do. I go to work. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. A lot of lawn care people that's been in the industry right now, bro, they had 9 to 5s why they actually going out there doing their thing like neighbors, he's a welder. You
Yep.
know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Right. Yep.
So
He was a welder.
I
Yep.
remember what he told us, all his lawn care bread, bro, that shit get put up. So he
Yep.
can reinvest in his business until he ready to take off while he's a welder by trade, which he makes good
Mhm.
money. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
makes more money than the average person in the 9 to 5. Now, if
Yeah.
you in something like that, you got the insurance and everything. I can see how they will pull on you before you were willing to take that jump and say, you know what? I know I could be able to afford the insurance and everything. But if you
Yeah.
have like a wife or something like that that's still working, she can carry the insurance.
Yeah.
That way you
No.
can run it
That's
up
it.
on that end to where like you
Yeah.
change their life. You know what I'm
And
saying? It's
a
just a
lot of
different
guys I
vibe.
know too. A lot of guys I know too. They wives work. You know what I'm saying, and they fortunate enough, to be home in the off season. I know it works out good. You can be home in the off season. You get a little more time with the kids and actually give her a little more of a break. You know what I'm saying? Because summertime, man, it's boots on the ground, man. Boots on the ground radio in her, no point intended. But you know what I'm saying? It's boots on the
Yeah,
ground. And
yeah,
it's no time, you know what I'm saying? Until we get right here. Right now, where it's time where you can actually slow down a little bit and get a chance to think. You know what I'm saying? But
exactly. And
nope,
especially with what we got going on and everything, this one of the
yeah,
times going to be such educational period on what we got
yeah,
going on,
yeah,
how
that's
we
good.
trying to prepare ourselves for next year. And then with the comments coming through, like the comment I just seen above, this gentleman right here, he asked, we don't have contracts for our clients. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's one of the main things, and I'm working on in the off season this year, Bone, is to make sure
nah,
I have all that in place. I'm talking about for residentials, everybody. That way, if we do have to proceed to go to litigations, I already got you because you agreed to my terms. We ain't
yeah.
finna play them games,
This
man,
guy
for
right
real.
here, he said, we run neighbors serving neighbors in this photography company that makes ends meet in the slow time. See, that's, I was just having a conversation with somebody in here right now yesterday, and I was telling them that by me in the off season, this is what I used to do. My first, just when I first started learning this content creating and all this stuff, I was studying all this stuff on the back end. Man,
Yeah,
I've learned how to edit so good now that I basically made a skill set now to where I can actually charge a fee as an editor. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I know how to edit a YouTube video. I know how to color grade it. I know how to. I just, and it's all stuff I just learned. Like I say, when I had the off season, I was treating it like going to summer school, winter school type thing. So,
basically, that's cool.
but see, right now, even what he said with a photography company, man, you could probably do so many holiday special photography pics right now for Christmas with family pics. Man, I know a girl here locally in my area. She took so many photography pics, man. On like she runs specials right now, say for Christmas. Man, she'll have families. Let's say you get Christmas time, you get 20 families to 250 for a photography set. You feel me?
Yeah,
That's good money. That's like
it's,
us doing, you know what I'm saying, off season job. It's an off season work. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
exactly. It'll help sustain you.
uh-huh. But man, let's pull up this news clip.
Yeah,
This news clip really had me tripping, man. It had me tripping, man.
me
So
too.
here we go right here. Man, I didn't want to put the brother on her, man, at all. Man,
Hey,
hey, Charlie,
hey,
you said it best, man. You gotta learn how to you gotta learn how to hold your composure, man.
you gotta learn how to
So
do it.
let's say lawn care worker arrested after 2-week hunt for attacking elderly Stewart veteran. You know what I'm saying? So you got this guy right here, man. He got in custody for he attacked the guy 800 says 81 years old, say he stole $350 worth of medical marijuana. So, but it just looks bad when it says lawn care worker.
Lawn care worker, man.
And they got him right here in the house with the video. So this is another thing I want to say. We out here mowing grass and stuff. They've legalized marijuana everywhere.
Everywhere.
It'll be legal in Kentucky where I'm at here coming January 1st. But man, do not be out here on these moors going crazy, smoking. It's a
Yeah,
time and place for everything.
it is.
You know what I'm
It is.
saying? So you can't get up, man. And I don't know what this guy going on, but lawn care worker arrested after 2-week hunt attacking elderly veteran. You always want to hold your composure, man. Your name is everything. So if
Yeah.
this guy was running a business, whatever he was, if he was working for somebody else, he made their business look bad. If
Exactly.
he was running a business for himself, he'll never have no business in that area again. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, man, your name is everything, and you gotta hold your composure, man, on the
You do.
grand scheme of everything, man. Once you
Hey,
got your name on the line,
take
that
the
can
high
hurt
road,
you.
as my sister always says, man. Like when as the older I get, I really start understand that when they used to say, walk away. Just go on and walk away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like for real, because like with us being in this industry, like we in bone, there's so much on us to keep providing on how we provide. You
yeah,
have too much on your plate to just to like crash out on some stupid that you could have walked away from. You know what I'm saying? Or just took a couple of deep breaths and let it go. And I'm a firm believer because I have to judge myself because sometimes the people get underneath my skin, and sometimes I lose it, but it be within reason. But I know at the end of the day, I will walk away. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta look at my business and everything. Everything we have created, we cannot throw it down the drain off some stupid
oh,
like this because you know it'll take you a second to throw it down the drain. It's gonna take you
yeah.
5 to 10 years to repair that before they give you another chance.
Well, well,
It's just what it is in this country. It's how it's gonna happen. You
I,
authority, they gonna run you through the mud. They gonna put you on the TV. You slander,
oh yeah, your
and
name. I'm telling
yeah,
you, once
like
your name is
anything
out,
pull
you
up. They
hard
want
to
you.
get back.
Your customers want to research it. They go pull up everything about you.
Yeah,
You have no grounds to stand on because it's fresh and it just happened. You can't blame nobody for not giving you opportunity until you have to bid your time and just wait until you get them opportunities to actually show the people that you have changed. That's a
well,
whole nother different process that I don't wish that upon nobody going through that, man. That's
I'm gonna
not where
tell
you
you.
want to be.
This why I didn't want to pull up the story a little bit, but it is what it
It
is.
is what it is.
But I walked through this personally myself. I had to go to anger management.
Yeah.
So I had to do anger management one time, man, and I did it, and it was 30-week class. I had to pay each time I went. So out of the 30-week class, man, it came to week 28, man. I got pulled over with a bag of marijuana. And when I got pulled over with a bag of marijuana, I had to report it to the people that I was taking anger management to. And part of
Ah.
that is if you get any other new case, you had to start over. So I went from 28 weeks to having to do a whole nother 30 weeks. So I've kind of been through this man's shoes, but you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But I wasn't attacking no elderly people or nothing like it. Yeah, basically, man, I had something going on. The judge told me, she said, just go to anger management so we ain't got to take your gun license from you. I had
Yeah.
to go to anger management. You know what I'm saying? And man, at the end of the story of anger management, what they tell you is, what's the moral of the story? And you have to say, I had the option to turn around and walk away.
Yeah.
If you don't say that, you fail the class again and you have to start over. The moral of the whole story is I had the option to walk away. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like you say, you better take the high road. Because if you don't take that high road gonna cost you in time, it's gonna cost you in money. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna
Everything.
cost you everything. It can
Your
cost you everything,
reputation,
man.
like
It
it's
ain't worth
hard.
it, man.
It's easy to crash out your reputation that you have created. It's easy to crash it out. It's so much harder to repair it, man. People are so unforgiving. You know what I'm saying? But time heals stuff, especially in this
Yeah.
country. A lot of people that did some weird, some crazy stuff on camera and everything, you know what I'm saying, where people caught them. But with time going by, people
Yeah. Yeah.
forget,
It
and
takes
you know what I'm saying?
you
People will
can lose
forget
that thing, but
about,
it's gonna take you a long time to get it back.
yeah.
It'll take you a minute to get it back. You know what I'm saying? But man, if you one of the people, you strong minded, you made a mistake because mistakes happen. But you can make a real big mistake. You know what I'm saying? I done made a whole bunch of big mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
how and people be like, man, you're so smart. Nah, I ain't smart, man. I just learned from doing a lot of dumb shit. You
Dumb
know what
stuff.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what happens. But
You get wisdom with time. A lot of time
man,
go by, you get wisdom,
tell
and you give back and let everybody else know what's gonna happen to you if you want to continue to go down that road. I'm telling you what's gonna happen because I did. But if you want to mess around and find out, hey man, hats off to you, bro. But I'm telling you what you're gonna have to get through.
Man, it's gonna be a rough one, man. So just walk away, man. Take that high road. Hey, especially on them hot days when it's in the summertime, you might be frustrated. You might got some stuff going on. Hey, sometimes you just gotta just when man, try not to do anything out of anger. That's when you
That's
really
it.
gonna do some crazy stuff, man. You gotta just take a deep breath, walk away, try to think about it. Cause in that heat of the moment, man, that one little second, man, could cost you a lot, man. That 1 second. So, but
It sure
that guy
will.
right there, I don't feel sorry for him
He got
attacking
to go
old
through
people
it.
trying to steal. They say medical marijuana, man. So just don't be that lawn care worker, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, you like a lot of people got to go through it, Bone, because for some strange reason, especially with the younger generation, man, they think they operating with immunity to where like and nothing's gonna happen to them, bro, until some stuff go left. And that'd be a big problem, especially with the youth, bro. Like a lot of times, like they gotta get stung before they realize like it like literally you not an exception to the rule, man. Like you gonna have to start like
You
how
gonna
how
live
the
and
people.
learn, and that education's expensive.
Man, it's very expensive, man, because they make you pay along the way to let you know or what you should not have done. You gonna have to pay for that lesson. Ain't nothing for free.
Man, telling you.
Nothing's for free out here, man. For real. This is a capitalist society right now. So whether you get in trouble, you gonna have to pay for it, or
You
you
gonna
trying to
pay
go in
one way or another.
business, you
Man,
gonna have to pay for it to get your equipment to do things. You gonna have to pay for knowledge. In some type of way, you're gonna have to pay in this capitalist society that we live in. You just have to understand it. And then just like I'm gonna piggyback on what you said, Bone, just remaining calm in hostile situations is everything, man. It
it's
took
hard,
me
man. It's
5 years to really get that to where like I don't really argue with people, bro. I haven't got into an argument with nobody where I can take it back, other than I got the argument with that patrol, the traffic dude. That's the last argument. And before then, bro, like it's been like years since I got into a literally heated argument with somebody because it's never that serious for me to raise my voice. If somebody can't articulate themselves and discuss a problem as a debate, I need to walk away from them immediately because I got too much on the line
hard. Go
to let
left.
them ruin it for me. You know what I'm saying? And you really got to keep that in the front of your mind always, especially when
Man,
you have a lot of motion going on, man. Because people want your spot. They want you to crash out. You can't give them that satisfaction. That wouldn't make no sense. Don't give them the satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's all I
man.
got to say
First
about that,
time,
man. I hate
smooth
that for that
time.
brother, but hopefully he bounced back, man. I hate it for him, man.
Man. Hey, yeah,
I had
he
to
got
put
a
him
lot of
up,
bounce
man, but I
back.
had to, man. I
Yeah,
had
keep
to.
your
We gotta make.
composure
Hey,
out here,
man,
man.
you can't do it like it, man. I
But
hate to
man,
do it.
man, tonight, man, we gonna get into man trying to get that money, man. So I seen my man. We gonna let me see if I can go back to this comment with boots on the ground, man. He said he made where is it at? He's 10K today. 10K today is what he said he made today, man. So we want to talk about how because you could try to touch 10K for the month. So I know a lot of people in here they might be touching 10K a month. A lot of people might not be. Some got to go back to work, and then you got a lot of new guys is coming into the game too.
Yeah,
And to be able to go 10K anywhere, you can make you a decent living.
anywhere in the
So
country, you'll be all right. You can survive, and you'll
you
be
can
doing better
survive,
than
just
others.
live within your means. And look at boots on the ground today. He said he did 10K in a day. So this let you know this is super easily possible. You know what I'm saying? So 2,500, you know what I'm saying? I mean, with 400 a day, 25 days is 10 stacks. You know what I'm saying? And
That's good money. You got six
that's good
days
money.
off. That's 5 days off. When you get
You
out
do
there,
that 5 days a week,
like we were discussing earlier, Bone, like that's just it depends
eight
on
hours.
what you're charging. Now, a lot of people, Bone, okay, let's say this. A lot of people are not charging what they should be charging out here. We got to get into that first. Okay.
Yeah,
Cause
man.
I'm gonna say this because I said this on my live yesterday. There's no way that barbers are making more money than us, bro. There's
Yeah.
no way that can even be possible, bro. It ain't nothing against them or nothing, bro. But like, bro, we have
I know what you
10,000, $15,000, maybe 30, like me, in equipment, bro. There's no way they got that much in equipment. How can they charge more than what we charging? It don't make no sense.
And then lawn care, man, like this is a trade. You know what I'm saying?
It
And
is.
it's no trade that I know that starts off less than $50 an hour. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So, and even like say like with estimates, we do a lot of free estimates and stuff. Well, if the electrician or the plumber even come to your house, you're gonna be paying 85 just for him to even look at it. You know, that's even just to take before I come to your crib, take a look. It's gonna be $85 fee. You know what I'm saying?
Take your car to the dealership or any one of these expensive places. It's gonna be 125 diagnostic fee.
Yeah, you're
Come
right.
on, man.
So
Exactly.
but reason why this number, you gotta calculate all this because like what you just said, what if your truck down? Now you gotta take your truck to the shop. You need to get that diagnostics fee. And you don't have the money to even do the diagnostics fee. Are you debating, man, am I gonna get the diagnostics fee or am I gonna eat? Do I get the diagnostics fee or do I pay this light bill, this water bill? So man, you got to get these numbers right, man. And
You definitely
eight
do.
eight customers a day, that's really obtainable. That's nothing but if you get it on weekly, that's 40 customers a week. You know what I'm saying? That's 40 customers a week, man. So 40 customers a week solo. I believe anybody in it, I know anybody in this chat believe they can handle that a week. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Easy.
That's easy. That's easily.
You know what I'm saying? So
40 customers a week at $50 a pop will give you $400 a day. To where like you can work, they be giving you a couple days off of rain days. And I know if you backed up, you're gonna do more than that. Those 8 customers once you start getting your clientele base up. Bro, that 10,000 is so doable.
man,
Nobody
very
should
good.
let that go over your head to where, like, at the end of the season, this should put you up. Let's say you have not diversified yourself, like me and Bone, we just talked about before the podcast. Let's say December, January, February, you ain't got nothing to do. That alone will put you at $90,000 a year. So
Yeah,
anything complimentary that you do on top of that should get you that extra 10 to where it make you that $100,000 person. Like it'll put you in that top 20% of the country. Cause a lot of people
yeah,
don't that 100,000 don't come through their business, bro. It's just what it is. Those are facts. That's why that percentage is so low. It's the you go up into the top 20% of the country. Now to grow up from that, it's leaps and bounds to drop down percentages. Once you get up to 20, oh, you gotta do a lot to drop down to 19, 17, 15% of the country. You got to
yeah.
do a whole lot, but it's doable, man, for real.
It's very doable. And then like this is just a number for you to base it and work off of for real. Cause let's just say we saying 8 customers a day at 50. Well, say if you got the different customers, 8 customers a day is 60, 8 customers a day is 75. Say if you got $800 customers a day, because this neighborhoods out here like it. That's
Yeah,
800 a day. You feel me?
yeah,
So, but the thing is, man, you can't be scared to speak your number and the number is making sense, man. I had to, go through this for years, like I said, and get rid of people. And I didn't know no better because I didn't know the numbers in my area. I'm thinking,
yeah,
like I said, it's years ago, $25, $35. No. So like in the area now, just where I live at around my area, I looked on Angie's list. The minimum price in my area is $70 a month.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So every 2 weeks, you gonna charge more. They get on weekly, you charging less. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, it depends on how you run it, how you want to run it. A minimum, it's no minimum price. Your minimum
Exactly.
price is your minimum price. If you feel like you got the value to where I'm $80 minimum, $80 minimum is what you need to go do it for. You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly. That's crucial
so
right there, man. Nurses don't even make $50 an hour out the gates, saving
yeah.
lives for 4 years
So,
of education, student loan debts. Look at that. Check it out. I
yeah,
need a more to
so
blow right now. I see your sister. That's my
yeah,
sister.
man, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
man, and it's out here. So you can start playing with these numbers like this, and $50 to mow a yard really ain't nothing if you think about it.
It's
Because if
not, bone, but
somebody get out there, man, and try to do it themselves, once you get to that soon as June 16th hit, the middle of June, they call it, hey man, you think you can get me on schedule now, man? They don't start getting hot. You know what I'm saying? They don't start seeing the effects of it. You know what I'm saying? They
Big
started off,
fan.
they wanted to do their yard weekly. Now that they
Big
got out to
fan.
17 days. Now they got back to 20 days, they ain't got out there and hit it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
No, you're not telling no lie, but what I've been hearing, man, because I went through it myself, Bone. Like them people that's charging 25, 30, 35, or even sometime even 40, bro. Like, listen to me. I went through it, man. When you want to grow your business, that's not enough money. The
yeah,
moment you start hiring people, the moment you structure your business correctly, where you got insurance, you got your workers' comp, you got all these variables that all these other big companies have. Them
uh-huh.
25, 30, $35 yards ain't gonna cut the mustard, bro. You gonna
Ain't
be
gonna
working
do it.
for you gonna be giving your profit
Overworking
like
in the day.
by
Oh,
yourself, you okay. But the moment you get help, bro, all that extra money you used to having is gone. That's what you paying your staff with. You don't want to go out like it. You gonna have to start charging the quarterly, or you gonna end up like me and have to figure out the hard way. And that's not where you want to be at. I'm telling you,
yeah, man.
because that's when you taking on people's households, man. You can't play with nobody that's coming to help you, and they depending on you to provide for their wife, kids, and to pay the bills in the house, bro. You got to take it seriously. That's no playing no games, man. You playing with people's livelihoods when you start hiring people in. So
Yeah.
make sure you
You
do
gotta be
this
able to
on the
pay your
front
man back.
end.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to pay your guys a honest, a sustainable wage so they can help, so they can sustain themselves. You have
I put
to.
it, I say it like this, man. You can get your LeBron James or you get your Popeye Jones. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to pay for LeBron.
Yeah.
But when you go to pay for LeBron, you might not get the ring, but he take you to the championship seven years out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you get your Popeye Jones, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He
Hey
dead weight.
man, yeah, you gonna have property damage. A lot of property damage. You gonna act like he's not helping you do anything. Like you looking
Man,
at it like, okay, Popeye Jones, like when you get through in the backyard, he might be at the front yard at the truck smoking a cigarette or waiting on you to get done, which don't make no sense. You
yeah.
see what
And
I'm
like I
saying?
say, see, like Cody said that's true. Michael Thompson said 50 is a minimum basic cut in his area. You feel
That's
me?
what I'm
So,
saying.
so and when I say 50 for a basic mo, you getting out of there maybe solo. You might get out of there 18 minutes, 20
Yeah,
minutes. So let's just say you can get a neighborhood where you got 3 of these yards like this. You doing 3 in an hour, 10 minutes. Man, that's $150 an hour, 10 minutes. You know what I'm
come on,
saying?
man. It's
So
crazy.
and then man, that's another thing. Like we come to winter time, like times like this, man. Like this is why I mean you can see all this right now, and you can hear these numbers, and these numbers can motivate you like crazy. But you gonna have to have some discipline.
There you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? So if you can take 1 month and have you a 10K month, and you could throw that up just for right now, and in these months right here, that'll keep you like your stress level so down. You will feel good about getting. Oh man, I ain't even about to go out and worry about no work today. I'm gonna sit back and actually study on how this time next year I can turn that 70,000 up into 110,000. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now I can turn that 110 into 160. You know what I'm
There
saying,
you
man?
go.
Because man, there's guys out here, man. I watch some guys, man. They doing almost 200,000 solo,
Solo. That's crazy as
and
hell. But it's
and there's so
doable.
many.
It's
Yeah,
doable if their prices are right. If they
prices is right
if their prices is right, they got their route density down. They're not
down.
running
Yep.
all over town. They able to put up some money. I'm talking about some real money, and we gonna get into that too. On
Yeah.
like when you in making 10,000 a month, well, let's say 9. You got to be in the habit of putting up money and forgetting
Yeah.
about it because you know how what you went through last year or even this year when you have to go help somebody make some money. That's not a place where you want to be at, man. So in the spring, if you get your numbers together now, to like me and Bone, we gonna get ready to touch the bases on what you can save. Like
Yeah.
literally, you will have no worries when it comes to the winter time. You can pick and choose when you want to go out and
Yeah.
make extra money.
Yep. And there's another thing to even get to these numbers right here. You got to know like what to take on and what to turn down. You know what I'm saying? Because
Exactly.
you'll see this right here, and you just ready to take on every $50. Okay, I'm just going $50 minimum, $50 minimum. And you get out there and you got a yard that's $50 minimum that you supposed to be charged. That somebody last year was coming through hitting this yard for $80.
80
You know what I'm
bucks,
saying? And you just
$90.
trying to get the $50. You done cut yourself out of $30. You know what I'm saying? You probably
Yeah.
could have actually hit it for more.
So
They
could
might
have.
not even can't go back to John no more. Like people he got this year that ain't came back to pay. You feel me? They
Yeah.
can't go back to John no more. So now they
So
gotta
can
see you. You know what I'm saying? They gotta pay
exactly.
your price because they didn't want to do right by the last lineman that was
There
taking
you
care of his
go.
car. You know
There
what I'm
you
saying?
go.
So even like, and then 70, this is just straight mowing.
It's straight
We ain't
mowing. It's
talking
nothing
about
else.
no landscape. We ain't talking about no leaf jobs, no
No
spring cleanup,
head, no
no
hedges.
hedges, no if you know how to do fences, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? So even drug testing all employees, that's gonna be hard, man. I say the one thing with an employee, make sure they ain't on a registry. And we know what registry we talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So just make sure they can cut their porch light on Halloween, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
But
yeah,
the DS Lawn Care Service, I'm gonna tell you this, like when you get into that workers' comp policy, for them
yeah,
for
you
that
better do
workers'
that.
comp for that workers'
You
comp
better,
policy to come in and help them out, they gonna require them to pass one of them.
yeah.
So it's just part of the game. Once you go all the way, straighten it out to where like you can scale it and get the big contracts. Because when you start trying to get $100,000, $200,000 contract, they're gonna require you to have a workers' comp policy on
But
deck.
I'm gonna tell you
But
what's crazy. You know what he just said? That statement right there is facts because the news clip just showed you a guy who attacked somebody over some medical marijuana. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, so DS man, shout out to you, man. Hey, for real. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? You might have to start thinking like that, man, because it's crazy, man.
No, for real, because it just depends on where you at in business. Because the moment you get that workers' comp policy, like all your employees got to know if you get injured, you're gonna have to go. They're gonna drug
Yeah,
test you
you
as
want
soon
to
as you
take
go to
that
the
top step.
hospital.
Yeah, you want
Soon
to
as you
take
go
that
to the
step.
hospital, bro, we have to drug test you. So I'm just letting you know. So hey, it's gonna be on you to whether you go get it or you basically voided it out because you ain't here high, you ain't here fucked up. So you know
And
what I'm saying?
another thing with this right here that I look at, like, say, like, this is right here is just I'm speaking on residential when I say
Yeah,
this. So I really should have put a residential on here. But I'm speaking on residential when I say this. So with commercial, I myself, I'm gonna move away from a lot of commercials next year. And I think that a lot of commercial contract people are gonna end up seeing they gonna end up paying for not wanting to pay too. Because they're trying to call anybody now to get them to do the work. And I'm riding by now. You might see some Popeye's chicken might got their guy out there mowing the yard now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they trying to do everything they can to save a dollar. And they don't like to pay. So a number like this, you gonna have to make sure you got a solid commercial clients, or you gonna have to be able to withstand. Like right now, this is what's good about commercial. If you ain't touched one of the properties since October, right now you'll probably just be getting a check because they so late on the payments. You're gonna get your payments about 60 days out. So you'll just now be getting your payments. So that's what's kind of good with commercial. Anybody got commercial contracts in here know what I'm talking about. It's
I'm waiting
30
on.
days net. You
I'm
never
waiting
get
on
30 days
November and
net,
all
man.
that. Yeah, yeah. It's just like
You don't
that.
never get 30 days net, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all. And you have to eat that the cost to run your business, like to pay your employees. It just depends on how you got your contract set up because I've heard that a lot of people they get like a first month advancement in a contract just to get it going. Or if the job is so big, they can require I think I forgot the name of the how they title it to where they get that advancement up front. Because
Yeah.
if I know if I'm dealing with a commercial property and they want me to do like some flower bed installs or anything else like a French drain, bro, they gonna have to pay half up front or I'm not touching it. I'm not putting it on the schedule because
Nah,
that's too much of a liability on you that's falling on your residential clients who's paying you pretty much regularly to carry that load. And that's man, I don't wish that upon nobody. That's at least how I
Yeah,
do. I require half up front. If that total gets above $500, man, come on with half up front and let me know you serious. And I'll put you on the
yeah.
schedule. And I'm gonna come through and hold it down.
I require half down anything on 1,000. I ain't gonna lie. So, and I
Yeah,
started doing that. I done had a confidence to do that to a couple years back, and it was actually a guy out here on YouTube. Shout out to Elite Landscape. Uh, man, I had an estimate I was doing, and he ended up calling me after he seen my video. It was crazy, man. He called me after I seen my video, and he said, "Listen, man," he said, "This is what you need to charge on that job." He said, and tell him you need he told me another percent. I ain't gonna say what he gets down, but he been doing it 30 years. He can get some numbers.
yeah,
So, but he told me, he said, man, tell him you need this and tell him you want half down. So that's the biggest job I did today, as far as a landscaping job. And it was $2,600. And I told him, he told me charge him $3,000. I was scared to say $3,000. I should have said it. I could have got it still. But I told
yeah,
him 2,600 half down, and they said, man, give me your address. Sent me 1,300, you know what I'm saying, on half down on it. Knocked out the rest of it, got the rest of the 1,300, no problem.
yeah,
So, and this year I had another customer pay me up front for the whole year. So one thing I'm gonna do this year to some of my customers, I'm offering 10% off if they pay up for the whole season. So I've seen a guy do it. He sent out about 40 texts, man. About 28 of his people come back, man, and they paid up for the season. Man, do you know how that is at the beginning of the season, man, to have 28 of your customers pay up front? You know what I'm saying?
man, you up
So
about 15, 20,000 before the season even got going.
before the season even got going, yeah. So I had somebody this year, man. I told them, if you don't want to put card on file, you can pay me up front for the season. And she told me, she said, well, come over here and meet me next Friday. I have all the money for you. So when she did that, it hit a light bulb in my head to where next
Yeah,
year I'm offering it because I believe I got the type of customers now that will pay it because I've been dealing with them 4 years. I got
yeah,
some 5 years, but a lot of my customers have been with me the last 3 or 4 years. I've never seen maybe 40% of them. I've never seen them at all. I've never
wow,
seen them at the house, never seen them at the property or nothing.
that's
Got them off
dog.
Google. They put the card on file, and man, I just take before and after pictures, and I get paid. So them are the
Yeah,
type of customers I know. If I could shoot it to them, pay me up front, I probably can get 40% of my people to pay down, which will help me get some of that money for right now in this winter that I could take and just go ahead and throw that back for the winter. And yeah,
yep,
I try to contracts with me for the 12 months. I get it with the commercials a lot. But when the commercials offer it to me, I even send back something because they're just gonna send you their contract. Most
yeah,
commercial contracts, they're just gonna send you, okay, here's what we want done, here's the contract.
exactly.
If you don't rebuttal that contract and tell them, okay, that's cool, but can y'all take this out and put that in? I know y'all was paying this last year, but I need this price. When you say
Yeah,
it, they usually accommodate it if they want you.
that is true. Because a
Or
lot
go
also
ahead.
in them 12-month contracts, bone, like especially when it gets in the wintertime. Cause like I just heard this on another podcast where he was talking about basically charge them like maybe like $100 like in December, January, and February. Have that in your
Yeah,
contract where you charge them $100 to come through and make
yeah.
sure you go through there at least once a month to see if they need sticks picked up or just anything. That
Uh-huh.
way it kind of keep you sustainable during the
Yeah,
wintertime so you won't have to, you know what I'm saying, work because you're on a yearly contract during the season. Of course, they're gonna pay for the 4 week cuts every 4 week service that you come through or however you have it set up. But in the
yeah,
wintertime, you get an extra $100 and you got to go out there and pick up some sticks for about 10, 15 minutes because ain't nothing
yeah.
shaking in the winter.
Ain't no
Hey, bro,
shaking.
that's something to look into
Yeah,
for the
I'm gonna tell you.
residentials.
I know I'm gonna get some more calls this year. It's funny because I got a call from me and Razor's Edge was talking earlier, and I got a call from a spot here that 3 years ago I tried to get them and I didn't get them, and they sent me a message today said, "Hey man, we coming up again about to do our estimates, and we want to make sure that you're gonna be down and you still out here doing your thing because we want
Yeah,
to reach out to you." So
yeah,
I hope to get that one. And a lot of them this year, man, I'm a rebuttal with the contracts. You must pay within 30 days or 35 days. 36, whatever, no later than 40, or I'm gonna put a late charge on it. So I
Oh,
think I
mine's already
might
locked
be
at
able
10%.
yeah,
10%.
I
It
might
might
be
go
able
up
to
to
hit with
20.
that,
It
and
might
that
go up to
might
20%.
help. But I had at the beginning of the season, man, I had 9 banks I had to give up. I didn't have the help, you know what I'm saying? But how it was, those banks had enough work to where I could have went all season long, but I
Yeah.
didn't have the help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But each one of them banks, it probably would have brought me like an extra. I think it would have been like an extra 2,000 a month right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but those are the numbers right there, man. Y'all play with them numbers, man.
Definitely. And
And
also decide what you want to put up to save for the winter time so
yeah,
you don't go through this no more. If you put up $25 a day when you making $400 a day, you put
yeah.
up in 25 days, just put up 25, 30, $40 a day. You do that all year, you're gonna have some good money. You're gonna have above 13, 14, 15,000 just sitting on the side for you to make it through the winter if you didn't do right, like you
And that,
supposed
and that
to.
and that right there is just a base number. So you take this
Yeah,
number right here, you work with it how you want to. If you want to do 170,000, 180,000, replace that with what you need to make a day, multiply by them days, figure out your customers, and figure out your numbers because everything gonna come down to the numbers, man.
it is.
Everything come down to the math. You know what I'm
Numbers
saying?
never
You gotta,
lie.
yeah, and
Numbers
you
never
gotta know
lie.
what you want to make. Like you can't just
Hey,
go out the door like, oh, I'm gonna have a long season. No, you gotta say at the end of the season, I need to see this amount of money. So that way it give you something to shoot for. You gotta go, you write it down, and every day you trying to shoot for those numbers. You know what I'm saying? And it puts a standard on yourself to where I'm not going no lower than this price. This is my minimum price. And your minimum is your minimum. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? I got $50 up here, but that don't have to be your minimum. You find out that what's going on in your area and get those prices, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like some people in
Exactly.
neighborhoods, I watch videos all day and I'm looking at some of them neighborhoods like, man, that's a $90 yard in my area. That's an
Exactly.
$85 yard in my area. You know what I'm saying?
Sure
You hit 10
live.
of those a day, that's $850 a day. You know what I'm
850
saying?
a day, all day long. And
And you
that,
got
that's some
40
good,
yards like that. Come on, man.
man, you killing it. You killing it. It's
Solo, man, you killing
$50. I don't care if it's a cookie cutter and you pulled a zero turn, it's 2 passes. For the
man.
simple fact that you came out there, you regular servicing that
Cost
yard, you need to get $50. I don't
$50.
care
You need
how
to get
long
it.
it take you. Now, anything beyond a cookie cutter home needs to transition up to $60, $65. Now,
Yeah.
if you striping and you got
And where you
skills,
at?
man, if you not
Yeah.
charging 60 out the gates, you playing with yourself. And I
Yeah.
might transition because my cookie cutter's at 50. But I look
Yeah.
at it like this, man. If I don't have to leave the subdivision, I got 12 homes over there. I can keep them at 50 because
Yeah.
we're gonna run through there. If I got a
That
cul-de-sac, it's 7 yards over there, and I can get through them in 45 minutes to an hour, all of them at $50. Man, I'm winning. That's
that,
50
that,
times 7. That's 350 in an
that
hour.
50 right here. This is like base numbers. You feel me? I'm
Yeah,
trying to hit 70 minimum next year.
man, come on, man.
That's trying to be. I'm trying to do 70 minimum, 10 yards a day, 700 a day, man. Solo. That's what I'm trying to do. And if I got some help, it makes it even better. Because now when I got to pay this help, I'm still coming out with that clean amount of profit that I want each day. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
And you're
and
not tired no more. And you're not having to do as
I'm
much
not
training.
tired no more.
Your legs are still good. You're not burnt out. I mean, that's
Yeah.
cool when you have help.
And another thing too, a guy told me, man, he only deals with he deals with properties where he can do the bushes, do the leaves. He makes sure it's everything on on that property he can upcharge on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he tell me if they ain't got a tree in that yard, if it ain't got no bushes, most of the time I skip over it. And I was like, you'll
Mhm.
skip over it. He was like, yeah. He was like, I can't get no extra work out of it when it comes to the off season, like right now. He was like,
Yeah.
once it's done with the mowing season, the yard's done. You know what I'm saying? He was like, no, I need some yards that's gonna turn into some other work. But he's a
Yep.
guy too. Check this out. He's got a lot of his people prepay.
Okay.
This was crazy about him, and he's been doing it for years. He's got about 45 customers prepaid.
But most the majority from what I'm hearing is like most of the time when guys be in the game for 10, 15, 20 years, like you basically then establish yourself in the community to where you can get what you
Yeah.
want to have. And that's something that like that's what that consistency do. When you're consistent with it, you will have it like it too. In the
All right, I'm about to
beginning,
post these numbers
hey man,
too.
I came in as a cheap man, $25, $30, and I ran it up quick. And then I start up, I started slowly but surely easing my prices up, hitting them $5 at a time here,
All right.
hitting them, and
And
all of that.
Derek
And then
got
it help you out.
Derek got 75. So I'm about to play with these numbers real quick. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna turn it into to something else. Okay. 75. That's gonna turn you into 600. 600 every 25 days. It's gonna get you. Derek, I like your numbers. I like your numbers, Derek. Now, yeah, I really like these numbers, Derek. So now check this out. If you go by Derek's numbers, which I mean, and these are still fair numbers. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So if you go by his numbers, let's scratch it out right there. And he just gave you $100,000 plan.
yeah, right
Derek just
then.
gave you the $100,000 plan right there. There you go, right there in 7 months. Tony Key Wright don't drop a gate no less than $70.
There you
So
go.
Derek just gave you a 100 band plan right there in 7
Yeah,
months. The 100 band plan right there. 600 a day, 25 days. That's 15,000 every 25 days. 8 customers a day, 600. Good numbers. You can hit them 8 yards a day, man. That's like nothing.
that's
You know
nothing.
what I'm saying? That's all right. Let's say each yard take you an hour. That's a regular work day. Who at a job is making 600 at their job?
Unless
You
you're
know
a
what I'm saying?
doctor, you got to be a doctor, lawyer, CPA, a super skilled laborer that's been in the game for a
Nah,
while.
you
The
get,
way you
hold
get
on, hold on, hold
charged
on,
that,
hold on, hold on, hold on. Rewind. What you just say?
you got to be
Super skilled laborer.
super skilled laborer
There you go, right there.
that's been out here in the game for
Come
on
on.
his own for a while, or working for somebody, but he's got to put in 40 hours a week. He's got to put in some exceptional hours to get
Let
that
me
type
tell
of
you
money.
though. But this is the thing with me next year. I'm Xing out the 40 hours, man. I'm really trying to go 5 days, 16 hours, 80 hours a week. It
80
ain't
hours,
crazy. I'm
oh,
back to man. I'm going 80 hours a week, man.
80 a
Listen,
week or 2 weeks?
man.
80 a
Listen,
week?
I just told you beginning of last year, man. I
16?
did I did 12s for 23 days straight. I mean 23 days straight. If I can go do 12s for 23 days straight for somebody else, which was basically I'm working 84 hours a week. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? If I can't do 80 for myself, man, you know what I'm saying? Then
You
I
play
don't need to get that. I don't need to get what I think I'm supposed to get then because I'm playing myself.
now
Now
really
80 hours a week,
if
man,
you
that's
really
really gonna
look
get
at
me
it,
where I need to be at.
really, if you really look at it, bro, you probably doing it already 16 hours a day because you never really get off the clock. You might be out in the fields for about 10 or 11 hours, but when you come home, you gotta think you thinking about your business. And when you wake up in the morning, you thinking about it, you still on the clock. It's
Listen,
no letting it go. You doing
2025.
16, 17 hours a day.
Hey,
I'm telling
now
you.
2025, I'm gonna be on some just like John Crawley. I did it again today.
Yeah,
Here's another cup of coffee. I
yeah.
ain't sleeping, bro.
I ain't sleeping.
Man, listen. All right, let's just say if I do 80 hours a week, right? Let's just say I do 80 hours a week and I'm touching 85, 80 customers. And I'm hitting every one of them in an hour. I'm doing 80 hours a week. And I'm hitting, let's just say $70. Let's just say we're gonna do $70. $70. Let's just say 70 customers solo. We're gonna do 70 customers solo. We're gonna stick it at 70 customers solo. And that's gonna bring you. I can already tell you what that is in a week. I can already
Yeah.
tell you that's 4,200 in a week. That's 4,200 in a week. But you got to find them customers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They out there though. They out there. You showing up. So let's just say what that is. 4,200 in a week. What I say 70.
Actually, 4,900 a week, bro.
Hold on. Well, my bad, Crawley.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, we
you
gotta you
right.
gotta give you
Playing
some more
myself.
money, baby. We gotta give you
You
$700
playing.
more dollars.
So listen, man, this is solo, and
Yeah,
this is. It sounds crazy, but this is doable. You just gotta find 70 customers. Man, it is doable. All right, let's just say you don't get 70. let's just say you got 50, $70 a week, 50 customers. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say we push that to 50, $70 a week. Man, that's $3,500 a week, man. Solo.
$3,500 a week. Solo.
$14,000 a month.
Man,
come on,
you
man.
winning. You
Be done,
winning.
man. This could be done, man.
You winning out here.
It can be done, but this shit ain't gonna fall in your lap. You got to get out there and do it. This
But
could
like
be
we
done,
were saying,
man.
this is the time right here to where, like, before the season gets started, this way you playing it. This way you do your plan, because everybody knows, man, when springtime comes, you're gonna have an influx of new customers. But if you already got your foundation down on what you charge, with the new customers is coming in, the ones that's not able to get on board, the new customers is gonna fill it right on back up again. You're not gonna be that. I mean, people that scared they're gonna lose customers. You do all these plans that we talking about in the off season, in the beginning of the season. That way you pick up new customers along the way, and you actually getting your worth about yourself. You getting your worth, man. I'm telling you. Then you do this is just lawn maintenance. This not including trimming the bushes, depending on what type of shrubs they got. They might got to get hit once a month. If they want mulch or anything, any other icing on the cake, bro, let's go take that 3,500 up to 4,000, 5,000 a week, bro. Like, that's good money.
So check this out right here. You get your 50 customers. Let's just say that you billing them monthly at $280 a month. 14,000 a month. 280 ain't a lot to get your grass maintained for the month.
Yeah.
By somebody with a reputable name, with quality service, with professional commercial equipment. 280 a month ain't nothing. See, and it's all about the customers. See, my customer base I'm focusing on this year. You want to focus on family-based customers with a man and a lady in the house who can pay $280 a month.
Man, you'd be surprised, bro.
In the house,
it's a lot of people.
Sure they can afford that.
It's a lot of single family households with people that are nurses and stuff like that, bro. They can afford that. They can afford that $280 a month, bro. It just depends on you. You don't want the people that their phone get cut off, that let them know they need to pay their phone bill. You don't want them people. Them the people you don't want. You know what I'm saying? And you got to go through the weeds to find out if you dealing with them type of people. I'm going through it right now, because I think I'm still dealing with some people like it, because they still owe me some money, and they have to go through the litigation stage for me to come. I'm gonna get my money one way or the other. I'm just so glad I got legal counsel that's watching over my business. I'm gonna get paid. And they gonna find out the hard way, just like when everybody else sue people when they don't pay for the services. They gotta find out the hard way. That way they know for themselves that they can't do people like it. You can't receive services if you can't pay for it. You're living beyond your means. But because you put me in your equation, hey man, the ticket done went up now. It went from $200-$300, now it done went up $700-$800, and I'm gonna get my money. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to do people like that, but you have to make examples out of people. That way you don't get taken advantage of. Because if you don't put that stuff in place, I'm telling you, you will be boo-boo the fool, and they will see you coming. I'm telling you, you will get duped. And you can't blame nobody but yourself. Don't look at them. Blame yourself, because you know better. I'm telling you what you got to do. You know better.
That 14 a month right there will get you 98,000. Your boy Derek gave you the plan to get 100,000. So just imagine, if we talk about solo, we ain't talk about if you got a wife at home that can put whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever lettuce she got on top of that bread right there.
This is no help or helping you to where you can do more numbers instead of that.
Yeah. And just imagine. So check this out too. This is another thing, Crawler. So say you got a 2 household and both of y'all bringing in some income. Then just imagine if y'all can live off one income for a year and save the other one.
Bro, y'all
do you know how far ahead that's gonna put you? That'll put you light years ahead of a lot of people out here.
Bro, in 3 or 4 years, bro, y'all will have hundreds of thousands put up to where you can start investing in other things like real estate, where everybody want to go into, or any other business you want to start. Because if you did it in this business, just take that model of working hard and just apply it to any business that you go into it. Find out the ins and outs. It will be just as successful as we did in lawn care, bro. You just got to do one. You just got to do one, bro, and see it through.
Right there, the most I did in a year since I've started, 5 years in, the most I did was 93 solo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I didn't come home with 93. You know what I'm saying? Because I made the 93. I didn't keep the 93 though.
Yeah,
But I can see that
it
equipment.
happens.
I can see the equipment and stuff that I spent. I still can see where some of the money went. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
hard, bro, when you dolo, because I know with me, the most I've ever made dolo by myself working with no help, it was probably like 115,000. But that
going
was
hard.
like a mulch, shrubs, but like I was pushing
Nah,
it to the
in
limit.
93, I was doing everything. I was mulching. I was doing
Yeah,
most
bro.
jobs by myself. Crazy leaf jobs by
I did about
myself.
115,000,
15,
but
16
yeah,
yards a day by
nigga,
myself. I was
you
out
ain't
there
got no life
grinding.
though. You beat down every day you go in the
Hey,
house, you are beat down. You can't do
but I'm gonna
anything.
tell you though, that was one of my favorite years, dog.
I know it was, still was
Hey, I
mine too,
learned
bro.
so much. I had to listen because I look back on a year when I made that 93. My prices was nowhere near what they should have been. If I was to do that now, man, that was about 150, 140. You know what I'm saying?
150 easy, bro.
So,
Easy.
but man, this is this some numbers for y'all to play with, man. We just want to get a number thing, man, for the night and get y'all set up for the spring and give you something to think about while you got this time to sit down. We gonna get ready to wrap this one up. I ain't gonna lie, man. I had some tacos tonight, and them boys is you know what I'm saying?
They ain't
Yeah,
selling.
man.
They not
They running
selling
through
in
hey,
too good.
hey, it's running through me like Mexican water right now. So man, we're gonna get out of here, man, and we will holler at you next week, man. Mo Trappin Podcast.
Hey man, y'all come